Welcome to Rappler Sports Timeout, where we'll be interviewing athletes about what they're up to right now. But today, instead of catching up with some of the household names in Philippine sports, we will be interviewing Phil-Am basketball player Chris Koon, who is the newest recruit of the Ateneo Blue Eagles. He will be seeing action for the reigning UAP men's basketball champions in season 84. So, Chris, hello. How are you over there?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also great here in the Philippines. And for the sake of our viewers, Chris, can you just please give a brief background of yourself and, yeah, basically introduce yourself?
So I'm Chris. I'm actually from Torrance, California. I went to Rolling Hills Prep High School, and then I also took 1 year at Cal Poly Pomona, and I redshirted. And then just at home, I have a single mom, only child. So that's a little bit about myself.
Yeah. And I believe that your mom is the Filipina in like your bloodline, right?
Yeah, she's full. She's full Filipino.
Yeah. So where are you guys from in the Philippines?
My mom's actually from Novaliches in Quezon City.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
see.
she was born there, and then on her 18th birthday, she came over, and then she studied here for a couple of years in college. So, yeah,
Wow. So you're full you're half Filipino and half American and born in California. You've lived in California all your life?
yeah. I've been in California my whole life.
Nice. So I'm sure like everyone has been well, actually everyone has been asking like based on like the replies and the comments, why did you choose Ateneo?
You know, Ateneo actually came up to me a few years ago, and the coaches kind of just started having a relationship with me. They came to a lot of my games, and I could tell they really cared about me, and just uh, they would always talk about just how I would be able to develop there, but they would never push too hard. It was all just in good spirits. Um, so that door was always open for me. I knew, and I made a decision before my first year of college. It was either Pomona or Ateneo, and I chose Pomona for reasons that I thought it was too far. I wanted to stay home, but just like as time went on, like reevaluating like my priorities and everything, Ateneo it just felt like the right time for me. Uh, Being able to develop myself as a player, and just this experience too of playing international and being able to play in the country that my mom's from.
Mm. So what gave you that courage to actually be like, oh, I really want to go back to the Philippines, like get out of my comfort zones and play in the UAP?
Ever since COVID, I've been thinking about it for a while. But it made me, like I said, it just made me think about it, like reevaluate just what I want in my life and just my priorities. And eventually, I want to be able to play overseas, whether it be the PBA or somewhere. Um, and I think that with Coach Tab and with what he's been doing with his other players like 30 and other guys make it to the PBA like Isaac and those guys, it just felt right for me as a player. I think Coach Tab would help me a lot develop and be able to reach my goal.
Yeah. And as you know, Ateneo is a three-time defending champion in the UAP. Have you been following the UAP when you were younger, or how did you get to know more about the league and and the competition that's in there?
Yeah. So they yeah what when I got introduced to them a few years ago, the coaches, I was able to get links to the games online, and I would just follow them when when they're on their playoff run. And man, the crowd was exciting. It was exciting basketball. I love to see it. But I've been following Ateneo for a few years now, so seeing them win it 3 times was huge.
Yeah. And that is the magic of Coach Tab that we see in Philippine basketball. How excited are you to play under him?
Man, I've been thinking about it ever since I made a decision. I'm really excited to get started with him and all the guys, all the other coaches too. They're all just great people, especially when I visited. I think a year and a half ago when I visited, it was just a great family feel. I love all the coaches there.
Oh my God, you were able to come back, like here in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
yeah. When I visited before I made my decision going into my first year of college, and I was able to visit for like a week and a half. It was good. It was a good experience.
Was that your first time in the Philippines?
No, actually, I've been to the Philippines probably 6 or 7 times because I have family over there, so I would go every couple of years. Yeah,
Oh, so at least you're quite familiar with the area and you do have like your family there, so companionship won't really be a problem as well when you
yeah.
come here. And
Hmm.
actually, like speaking of like some like friends that you have back in the Philippines, you've also played with Dwight Ramos, who is part of Ateneo right now. So was that a big factor in drawing you into the UAP?
It for sure helped. I actually never got to play with Dwight at Pomona, but I played with him a few times just in the gym, seeing him in the gym and stuff. But I was able to call him as well when I was kind of thinking about making the decision, and he kind of just talked to me about the stuff, the lifestyle, and how it would be over there. And yeah, for sure helped me with my decision on to give me that push to really make it. And I kind of already decided that I wanted to go, but his his words definitely helped me make that decision a lot easier.
And based on your skills, like what do you think will the partnership be like on the court?
I think it'll be great. He I know he wants to win, especially because when I'm coming in, I think it'll be season 84, and then that will be I think his last year. So I know he's gonna want to win the championship for sure, and I want to win. So and just our playing styles, I think we would play off each other well. Um, I think we can both play multiple positions. I think it'd be a great partnership for sure.
Yeah, Coach Tab did say that your skill set is almost like managing Nobilis.
I try. I'm gonna try to be like that. It's high praise, but that's definitely the
Yeah,
goal. I want to play like him.
did that give you the confidence?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Did that give you more confidence in yourself, like after hearing that?
Yeah, Coach Tab always, ever since I knew him from the beginning, he's always talked to me, and all his words give me confidence, but it never gets you too high or too low. He all just says words to help you as a player and just as a person. So that's what I appreciate about him the most.
Yeah, and actually in season 84, you also have Fortsky Padrigao and Josh Lazaro from the Ateneo High School. They're also great players as well. They were part of the Gilas team, and they'll be seeing action with you in season 84. And they've already started training with Coach Tab. So are you also starting to train with the team?
Yeah, so I think we're waiting on the guidelines in terms of getting together, but we've had our group chats and we've been assigned workouts and stuff to work on ourselves. And yeah, basically we're just waiting on the guidelines from the UAAP to get started over there and actually get in the gym together finally.
Yeah. So you did say that you've come back to the Philippines around 6 or 7 times, but then are you also exposed to the Filipino culture back in California?
Um, a little bit. My mom does some cooking. My aunt cooks as well. The closest thing really is like a plaza with like Seafood City or Jollibee, but it's not really anything more than that. But I'm pretty familiar with Filipino culture in general, so I don't think it'll be that hard of a transition.
Yeah. Is there anything that you're excited to experience in the Philippines, maybe outside basketball?
You know what? Probably just hang out with the guys, the basketball, my teammates. Sorry, and probably just the food, just the culture. Walking around. Um, it's definitely gonna be hotter, but I think when I went there, I kind of knew that was how it's going to be. So I'm going to get used to it. But I'm definitely excited to hang out with my teammates and just experience the city. Yeah.
Yeah. And how do Phil basketball players such as yourself view this opportunity to go back and play in the Philippines?
I think I think it's I think it's really important uh, to give yourself this opportunity, give you options, especially as a fill-in player, because you know I feel like sometimes Filipino basketball is kind of looked down upon in terms of skill level from here. But I feel like the competition level in the UAP is is high level, and the way that I've seen it and the way that Coach Tab trains, it's for high level college basketball. So um, I think it's a great opportunity for anybody that's Filipino American to look at that and just give it a chance. Visit visit the country, see how it is. I think most people, I know myself, I fell in love with it. So yeah, I think it's definitely an opportunity to look at for sure if you're Filipino American.
And there's a lot of drama in the UAP too. Have you heard of the Ateneo and LaSalle rivalry?
Yes, yes. Ever since I heard about it, I know that's big there.
So do you also have plans of playing for the Philippine Basketball Association, the PBA or Gilas with this opportunity to show your talent in the UAP?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would love to play in the PBA or anywhere overseas, but definitely the Gilas too. Uh, that'd be really exciting if I get that opportunity, just to put a Filipinas on my chest. It's great to represent my country. I've always felt pride being half Filipino. Um, so yeah, I think that would be great if I got that opportunity. If I was blessed enough to get that.
Yeah. And to just cap off the interview, anything that you want to say to your fans, both in the US, in the Philippines, the Ateneo community, or anything else that you want them to know about you?
Um, I just want to say that I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna do what it takes to win and to just represent Ateneo as best as I can. And yeah, I'll definitely work as hard as I can to win.
Yeah, so can't wait to see you in the Philippines, Chris. So, guys, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Rappler Sports Timeout. See you then.